Hi. I know a bunch of my sister's friends are waiting for me to make some big Facebook status or something, so I wrote a poem instead because I always write poems. It doesn't have a title yet, but here it is. So do you remember that white sweater that I had borrowed and I washed and it shrunk? Or do you remember how I ate the rest of the leftover Chinese when you bought it? Or remember how I got lost taking the metro home and you had to pick me up from Pizza Roma's in College Park? I remember. And the yelling afterwards and the same 9 words you'd say each time. Don't ever ask me to do anything for you again. Well, I got pretty bad at counting your words in the last few years because they all seem to mush together just like the mush. They all seem to mush together just like the mushy kind of family love that I would hate to admit to having, since I want to seem cool in front of my friends, but I'll hide that pride deep in my closet, the same closet that you ask me to clean each and every week, but I end up doing everything else. But side note, it's still pretty dirty. But I know where everything is, so it's okay. Okay, just it's the same words that you would say after I'd ask, can I borrow insert clothes item? 2 days after I shrunk your favorite sweater, hoping that you'll forget like how I forget that Chinese was yours, and you said you were hungry, and I wish I could regurgitate it because I was just being greedy that day. I helped Unum with her short film for Mist, and I wasn't exactly sure how to get home, and I took the wrong bus by accident, so I had to get off, and I waited for you at Pizza Roma's for you to pick me up. And I waited for that awkward ride home, and I didn't dare to sit in the front seat. The front seat you were, as I was driving your car for the second time, and you were teaching me how to drive. And I almost hit 2 cars because it was like the 200 times that I slammed the brakes that summer break. That you went to India for 2 months and I cried the whole time home, because that has been the longest that you wouldn't be able to see me made of flaws, stitched together with good intentions and love. But why do humans only hurt the ones that we love? And I pray that I haven't hurt you, because I do love you more than poetry, more than my friends, more than food, more than what this world has to offer me. And I will write as many sappy poems just as this one, until my hands start bleeding. If that's what it takes for you to believe me, no heart can survive with half of its missing. And you are that half. Cliche, but very true. I love you. Every day, not just on the 16th of the 4th month, but every day that God has given me, just how you give me love back, and that is all I would ever want. This poem is a thank you. Thank you for everything, for each ride to slams and rugby, for each meal that you cook when I'm hungry, for teaching me how to write, and now it's passion, for the love that a sister could provide. This poem would be much longer, but there's way too much for me to write and too much for me to say. And no amount of metaphors and similes could be formed together for me to express the kind of love that I have for you. And I just want to say that I love you. And I want to say thank you for the love you have given me back, because I know that kind of love is mine. Happy birthday.